Okay, so let's continue. So let's move on to part 4. Okay, so your part 4 will comprise of magnetic circuits. So bale, ito yung introductory part natin sa mga AC machineries and yung DC machineries natin. So okay, let's start. Okay, so number 1. So it is the unconventional unit of an MMF in the CGS system. So when we say MMF, this is your magnetomotive force. Okay, magnetomotive force in the CGS system, and this is Gilbert's. Okay, Gilbert's po. Okay. Take note po, MMF or the magnetomotive force has the formula. Okay, so this is now equal to Ni. Okay, take note po, kapag Ni po ito, this is in your SI system. Okay, so ano pong unit ng ating Ni dito? This is ampere turns. Okay, ampere turns. Okay, so ano po ba yung N na to? So this is your number of turns. And yung ating I dito, this is your current. Okay? Ayan. So kapag po in terms of Gilbert's naman po, okay, so yung ating MMF is equal to what? So that is equal to your 0.4 pi multiplied by N times I. Take note, this is in CGS. Okay? And anong unit nito? So this is in Gilbert's. So dagdagan nyo lang ng 0.4 pi. Magiging CGS na yan. Okay? So saan nga ba nanggagaling ang magnetomotive force? Okay? So let's have a complete concrete example. Okay, so yung ating magnetomotive force is na-produce ng ating magnetic circuit. So sa papaanong paraan tayo nagkakaroon ng magnetic circuits? For example po, meron po tayong wire na nakapulupot sa isang core. Okay, so take note po, meron po tayong wire na nakapulupot sa. Therefore, there will be a number of turns, okay? So, this is N, okay? So, mga parameters natin na N, this is your number of turns. So, habang mas maraming number of turns, so mas maraming or mas mataas yung ating magnetomotive force, okay? So, ano maproproduce nitong natin, okay? So, kakasabi ko nga lang kanina, so kapag mas maraming number of turns, mas maraming magnetomotive force or MMF. So, syempre, kapag may MMF tayo, so meron rin po kuryente na dumadaloy dito. Ayan. So, ano po ang iproproduce ng MMF at saka ng kuryente na to or yung ating I dito? Or this is your current. Okay, so it will produce flux. Okay, magnetic flux. Okay, so it will produce a magnetic flux. So take note po, yung ibang magnetic flux natin will be useful. Saan mapupunta yung useful flux natin? Mapupunta dun sa ating core mismo. Siya yung mag-flow dito sa buong core natin. And the other will be leakage lang. So mag-stay lang dito sa mismong okay, nakapulupot na natin. Conductor. Okay? So take note po, once na meron na po dito nag-flow na flux, so there will be a useful flux. Okay? So yung ating phi dito, this is denoted as your flux flow. Okay? So there will be a flux flow flowing into the core. Ayan. So, take note po, katulad lang rin to ng electrical circuits natin. So, merong nag-flow na flux dun sa mismong core. Okay? Pero take note po, yung core natin hindi naman perfect. Okay? Diyan na po pumapasok yung imperfectness ng ating core. Okay? So, which is yung ating opposition. Okay? Ng flux flow. Okay? So, this is your reluctance. Okay? So, wala nga perfect na core. Okay? So, kung perfect yung core sana is that wala pong mag-oppose dun sa flux flow natin. Pero, however, sabi nga natin, walang perfecto. Okay? So, meron po at merong imperfection yan. So, there will be a opposition of flux flow or yung tinatawag nating reluctance. Okay? And this is denoted as recursive letter R. Okay? Opposition. So, your cursive letter R or reluctance, that is equal to what? That is equal to L all over mu O, mu R times A. Ano po itong mga natin dito? Okay? Mga parameters na to. Okay? So, yung ating L dito, this is the mean length of your magnetic path. Okay? So, when we say mean length ng magnetic path, yung pinaka-path mo mismo. Okay? That's your mean length. Okay? So, itong naka-color block na to. Okay? That's the mean length of your magnetic path. Next is yung free space permeability natin. So, this is constant 33. Okay? In your calculator, constant 33. Mu O. Okay? Free space permeability. Okay? Next, yung mu R naman natin, this is the relative permeability of the core. Okay? Take note po kapag air permeability, so yung ating mu R ng air is equal to 1. Okay? Always yan. Pero take note po, syempre yung ating core, okay? So yung mga wali na ginagamit natin dito is mga iron core. Okay? So yung mga ferromagnetic material. So, anong gagawin lang yan? So, lagi tayo merong relative permeability. So, minsan lang itong air. Okay? So, kung may air gap. Okay? So, there will be mu R equal to 1. So, we have also yung A natin. So, this is the cross-sectional area of the magnetic path. Yung core sectional area mo mismo. Okay? So, ano kaya yung cross-section nito? Okay? So, since this is a rectangular core, so rectangle yung kanyang cross-section. Okay? So, yan po yung ating reluctance. Ayan. And yung ating magnetic circuits is parang ano siya, okay? Para siyang electrical circuits. So, there will be an analogy between electrical circuits and magnetic circuits. May similarities sila, okay? So, kaya nga may analogy. Take note po, ang ating current, so this is referring to what? So, since nagpo-flow yung kuryente natin, so meron ring parameter na nagpo-flow sa magnetic circuits natin, which is yung ating magnetic flux. So, this is analogous to magnetic flux. So, if there will be a flow of current, so dito naman sa magnetic circuits natin, there will be a flux flow also. Okay? Next, we have also an or EMF or electromotive force, okay, for your electrical circuits. Yan po yung force na tumutulak sa ating mga electrons dun sa ating conductor. So, to have a current, okay? Ayan. So, as well as this one, okay? Magnetomotive force, okay? So, yan po yung force na tumutulak dun sa ating flux para mag-flow. Yan. Analogous sila. Next is for the next, okay? Resistance, okay? Take note po ang resistance natin, okay? This is denoted as R, position of electrical current, okay? Resistance. Pero in terms of magnetic circuit, so syempre may opposition rin tayo ng flux flow. So this is your reluctance, okay? And meron rin tayong version ng magnetic circuits na Ohm's law, okay? So, for all we know, yung ating EMF, so this is equal to V is equal to IR, okay? So, yan po yung Ohm's law natin for electrical circuits. Voltage is equal to current times yung resistance. Pero in terms of magnetic circuits, so that's MMF naman. So MMF is equal to yung ating flux multiplied by your reluctance. Okay? And yung MMF natin, for all we know, so ito rin po siya. Okay? MMF, saan na ba yung nasulat ko kanina? Dito sa ating lecture. Okay? So, MMF is equal to N times I. Okay? In SI. Kapag naman Gilbert's or CGS, 0.4 pi times N times I. Okay? Equivalent to mga to. So, this is also equal to the flux multiplied by your reluctance. Okay? Ayan. Okay? So, another concept. So, dito sa ating reluctance, so, take note lang po, meron rin pong version si reluctance sa ating resistance. Okay? Analogous rin kasi sa resistance. Okay? Take note po, meron tayong series reluctance at meron rin tayong parallel reluctance. So, take note po from the opposition, okay, of flux flow. So, pare-parehas lang po yung ating formula, okay, ng ating reluctance at saka ng resistance. For series reluctance, so yung total reluctance natin, that is equal to R1 plus yung cursive R2 plus yung cursive R3. Okay, series reluctance. Kapag parallel naman po, total reluctance natin is equal to what? So that is equal to R1 raised to negative 1 plus R2 raised to negative 1 plus R3 raised to negative 1 plus the quantity raised to negative. Okay? So parehas rin dito. Plus. Ayan. So, kapag series po yung reluctance natin, so ano pong mag-i-equal? Okay, so yung flux. Okay? So, yung flux total natin is equal to yung ating flux 1 plus yung, that is also equal to your flux 2. That is also equal to your flux 3. Okay? So, kapag parallel naman po, active yung flux. So, magkakalat yung flux natin dito. Flux 1 plus flux 2 plus flux 3 plus dot. So, dito rin dot. Okay? So, yan. So, yan yung dapat nating malaman sa reluctance at saka sa magnetic circuits. So, take note po, meron pa tayong ibang parameters bukod sa MMF, okay? We have also your beta, okay? Ano po itong beta na to? Okay, so yung beta natin, this is your magnetic flux density. Okay? So, from the word density, ano po ito? Okay? So, this is only just the ratio of the flux per unit area. Okay? So, the flux per unit area. So, ano po ang SI unit nito? So, this is in Tesla. Okay? So, baba ko na lang ito. Beta dito. Ayan. Magnetic flux density. So, ano po ba ang Tesla? Okay, so 1 Tesla is equal to 1 Weber per meter squared. So, take note po, ang SI unit for ng ating ng flux is ang Weber. Okay? So, this is SI unit. So, ano po ang CGS unit ng ating flux? Okay? For CGS naman po, so this is lines or Maxwell. So, kapag sinabing lines, that is also Maxwell. Okay? So, 1:1 yan. So, 1 line is equal to 1 Maxwell. And paano natin i-convert ang ating Weber sa line? So, take note po, in 1 Weber, this is equal to 10 raised to 8 Maxwells. Ayan po. Okay? So, sige. Ano pa ba ang alam natin? Okay, so meron rin tayong CGS unit for magnetic flux density. Okay, Tesla po kapag SI. And kapag po CGS naman po, so flux over area, so kapag CGS naman po, Gauss naman ito. And ano po ang Gauss? Okay, take note po, this is 1 Gauss is equal to what? That is equal to 1 line per centimeter squared. Okay, CGS unit ito ng ating magnetic flux density. So take note po, marami po tayong ano dito, no? Okay? Marami tayong mga kakabisaduhin na formula. Okay? So dapat alam natin 'tong mga 'to. Okay, sige. Pakipicturean na po. So let's start from the magnetic circuits. Next, we have here reluctance. Then next part. Next part. Then next part. Okay? So mamaya pa yung marami pang formula. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Okay, we have a solenoid which has a magnetic reluctance. So cursive R natin, which is 2.2 times 10 to the negative 3. It has 300 turns, so 300 turns yung ating N. And then the core area of 5 centimeters squared. Okay? So yung ating area, 5 cm squared. Now the question is this: what is the flux density or beta natin when the current flowing is 1 ampere? So yung ating I is 1 ampere. Okay? Take note po ang ating flux density dito. Okay? Kung hindi natin alam yung unit na gagamitin natin, tingnan lang natin yung choices. Okay? So sa choices natin, ano po ang ating unit? Naka-Gauss. So anong gagawin lang natin? Convert lang natin siya sa CGS. Okay? CGS lang natin lahat. Okay? So for all we know, okay, saan tayo mag-start? Okay? So beta yung kukunin natin. Okay, why not kunin muna natin yung ating beta, okay, na formula. So ano po ba ang beta na formula natin? That is flux per unit area. Ano po ang meron sa atin? Area. Pero wala tayong flux, okay? Wala tayong flux. So saan tayo kukuha ng flux? Okay? Sa MMF, okay? So sa MMF. So ano po ba ang MMF? Okay, MMF is equal to, so in CGS po tayo, so this is 0.4 pi n times I. So this is now in Gilbert's, okay? And this is also equal to yung ating flux multiplied by yung ating reluctance. Okay? So take note po, this is in CGS. Okay? So, magkakasama lahat ng mga units natin na CGS. So, therefore, this is now equal to what? 0.4 pi multiplied by yung ating number of turns. So, this is 300. So, 300 multiplied by yung ating I, which is 1 ampere, which is equal to yung ating flux. Okay? Yung flux natin dito, yan yung gusto nating makita. Okay? Para makuha natin yung beta. Multiplied by yung ating reluctance na 2.2 times 10 to the negative 3. So, kukuha natin yung flux natin. Take note, CGS. So, dapat ito ay lines. Okay? So, that is 0.4 pi times 300 times 1 all over 2.2 times 10 to the negative 3. Okay? So, medyo mataas-taas to. So, that is 171,359.6. So, 0.6 lines. So, yan na po yung ating gagamitin sa pagkuha ng flux density. Okay? Dapat siya ay nakagos. Okay? Yung beta natin, so this is equal to your flux density all over your area. So, this is equal to 171,359.6. This is lines all over area. Okay? Area in CGS. So, wala na tayong problema dito. 5 centimeters squared. So, divided by 5 lang natin to. So, this is now equal to, so, 34,271. Okay, 271.9 or approximate na lang natin, 34,272 gauss. Take note po, ang ating lines per centimeter squared is gauss. So, dapat magaling lang tayong mag-memorize ng formula. Kasi puro formula itong magnetic circuits. Next part. Okay, let's move on to number 3. So, when the current in a wire is 5 amperes, so yung ating I dito is 5 amperes, your flux 3 meters from the wire, okay? So, 3 meters from the wire is 30 milliweber. Okay, so yung ating flux daw dito is equal to 30 milliweber. Now, the question is this. When the current is decreased to 4 amperes, okay? So, from 5 amperes naging 4 amperes, meaning meron tayong second condition. Okay? So, decrease mo into 4 amperes, ano na daw yung magiging flux? Final flux. Okay? So, ano po ba ang masasabi natin dito? Okay? Take note po from your, magnetic circuits. Okay, ano po ba ang relationship ng kuryente sa flux? Okay, habang may kuryente, merong magnetic flux. Okay, kapag walang kuryente, walang magnetic flux. So therefore, we can say that your current is directly proportional to your flux. Okay, so ito magagamit nyo to sa DC motors. Okay, your current is directly proportional to your flux. So therefore, we can say that this is what, okay? So this is I1 over I2 is equal to what, okay? So kung ano yung subscript mo na nandito, okay, so yun rin yung katapat, okay? Katapat, magkatapat sila. So this is flux 1 over flux 2 rin. So syempre, kapag mauuna yung flux 2 mo, ang katapat niya flux 2 rin. Okay, sa right side. So this is by ratio and proportion. So take note po, no, kapag may mga dalawang kondisyon, ratio and proportion yan. Okay, so this is now equal to 5 over 4 is equal to yung ating flux 1, 30 milliweber. All over yung ating flux 2. So, therefore, what is our flux 2 now? Take note po, ampere over ampere cancel. So, matitirang unit, milliweber. So, 5 over 4. So, times natin dito 30. Okay, raised to negative 1. So, this is 24. 24 milliweber. And that's letter A. Okay, so let's move on. Number 4. And so an infinitely long straight conductor located in air is carrying a current of 100 amperes. So meron siyang kine-carry na current na 100 amperes. So determine the flux density at 0.08 meters away from the conductor. Okay, so take note po, may formula tayo dito. So for number 4, memorize na lang. So this is having a title of magnetic field of an infinitely long straight wire. Okay, so ano po ang formula natin dito? Okay, so magnetic field density. Okay, so this is now equal to mu O, mu R times I all over 2 pi d. Okay, so ano po itong mga parameters na to? So yung ating mu O, so this is your free space permeability. And this is constant 33. Mu R naman natin, this is your relative permeability. Okay, so we have also your I, this is your current, okay? Current of your conductor. Okay, we have also your D. So this is your distance or your point. Distance from your conductor. Okay, so kung i-imagine natin to, for example, nandito yung wire natin, so it will produce a magnetic field kasi merong gumagapang or merong nagfo-flow dito na kuryente. Okay, so ang aalamin lang natin is ano po yung density kapag that is 0.8 or 0.08 meters away from the conductor. Okay, so yan. Take note po, may density dito. Okay, may flux density dyan kasi up yan ng wire. Okay, na magnetic field. Okay, so therefore yung ating beta now is equal to what? So that is mu O, which is constant 33, multiplied by yung ating mu R. Take note, ano po ang ating medium? Air. Okay, kapag air, so yung R natin 1. Okay, so 1 multiplied by yung ating I, current of the conductor, given. Okay, so that is 100 amperes. Okay, naka-SI tayo dito. All over 2 pi multiplied by your point distance from the conductor. So that is 0.08 meters. So naka-SI rin to, no? Okay, so therefore ano po ang ating unit dito? So SI rin, Tesla. So what is our beta now equal to? Take note to, kapag ginamit natin yung constant 33 po to SI yan. Okay, so constant 33 times 100 over 2 pi times 0.08. So this is 2.4 or sorry, 2.5 times 10 to the negative 4. Okay, so pero ang gusto natin naka times 10 to the negative 3. So press lang natin yung N. Okay, so naging times 10 to the negative 6 siya. So i-shift N na lang natin para magbabaliktad. Yan. So that is 0.25 times 10 to the negative 3 Tesla. Okay, capital T is for Tesla. Okay, that is letter B. Paki-take note yung formula na to, no? Part 1, then part 2.